Hello, I'm Match 110 and it's Thursday, but I'm doing a review anyway. I'll still do one tomorrow, don't worry. So this is the first time I've ever smelled anything from this company. I own 9 samples by them, so I'm quite excited to kind of get into them a little bit and see what they're all about. It's Strange Invisible Perfumes. It's an American company, and what makes them different from a lot of companies is that they make completely natural perfumes, which really excites me because that's exactly what I'm studying at the moment. I'm studying how to blend and manipulate and make last natural ingredients, which can be really tricky. No chemicals involved, no enhancers, things like that, so I'm probably learning the hardest way to do this, but still it's fun. So I'm really excited to see what else they've got to offer. I haven't delved into my samples yet. I've literally just picked one, got to know it a bit, so I'm reviewing it. So this one is Peloponnesian, or it might be pronounced Peloponnesian, I'm not sure. What that is a place in southern Greece. It's on a peninsula, and it's obviously beautiful. This perfume is themed on beaches and sea air and just gorgeous Greek gorgeousness. I love Greece. I've been to the islands and the sea there is just amazing, and the food, oh, it's really nice. So this one came out in 2010. They're quite a pricey brand. I mean, obviously because it's all natural, a lot more work goes into it, I guess. As with aroma chemicals, you get a much quicker result, I've learned. With naturals, it can take months just to get a certain accord right before you can add something else. So anyway, what are the ingredients? It's got, oh sorry, the category of this fragrance, it's an aromatic aquatic, which is a very cool combination, I think. I'm not usually fond of aquatics, so we'll see. So the ingredients, you've got orange, lime, cypress. Cypress is a green note. Cypress is kind of a piney fir family note, so that's the kind of greenness that it gives to this fragrance. Mountain sage, orange blossom, honey, sea air, which I find really impressive because I still don't know how you make a fragrance smell aquatic. This is something that I need to conquer. I ultimately think that it's a combination of flowers. There's a certain combination of flowers that makes something smell aquatic. Whenever I smell an aquatic perfume, if I really think about it and really smell deeply, I can smell flowers. I don't know, it's a floral tone. So anyway, impressed with that. And then botanical musk. I don't know what that would be, but a stab in the dark, I'm going to say that it's ambrette seed. Ambrette seed is also known as musk mallow, and it's what natural perfumers use to create a musky note in a fragrance. So I could be wrong there, but from my studies, if I've done them correctly, I would guess that it's ambrette. I'm not sure though. So I have my little sample here. I'm going to put quite a lot of it on my hand because I'm not going to comment on the longevity of this because I've not got a bottle, I've not had a full-on spraying. I'm just telling you what it smells like and my impressions. So I wrote this in my review today on Fragrantica. This is so immediately herbal. It almost stings of how herbal this is. It almost smells lavendery to me, even though there's no lavender listed. It smells masculine. You've got a real presence of a piney and sage note together. The citruses, funnily enough, I don't smell straight away. It's just herbal, in your face, done. It's really nice. It reminds me of, and I know I always say I don't like to compare things, but I like to say things in case someone out there has smelled it. If you've ever used Lush's bath bomb called Big Blue, the one with the seaweed in it and stuff, it reminds me of that a whole lot when it's wet, which is really cool because I love Big Blue. It's such a beautiful smelling bath bomb. So any Lush fans out there? Yeah, and then the citruses come, which is unusual because citruses are normally always first. But I think the blast of cypress and sage does die down a bit, and then you do have this kind of orangey. It smells more orangey than lime to me, but it smells a bit watery, like watery oranges, and I don't mean in an aquatic way. It smells like weak oranges, like orange pith. You know, the pith of orange. It smells orangey, but it's just a little bit more weak and I guess a little bit more earthy smelling. I get that. Zero honey, zero orange blossom. Both of those are very distinct notes. It's not sweet in any way. Orange blossom is very distinct. I don't smell that at all in this. It does smell aquatic, and I don't know how they've done that, which is pretty cool. And I don't really smell any kind of musk either. So this is basically, to my nose, a very sharp herbal scent with some citruses, masculine, and just it has this kind of watery smell to it, which I'm not too fond of. I'm going to give a thumbs down to this, unfortunately, especially for the price as well. It's $250 a bottle for a 50ml or 1.7 ounce. I definitely wouldn't buy this. I do get a very airy, breezy feel from it. It does stay very light. I wrote in my review that because it's an aquatic and an aromatic, it doesn't have any weight. It's not, there's nothing carrying this. So for now, it's just a kind of piney citrus smell, which I don't think I would wear. So that's my review of Peloponnesian or Peloponnesian by Strange Invisible Perfumes. I will review all of the others, so I'm quite excited about that, but for the first try, not too pleased with it. I will quickly say the dry down as well, a lot of stuff lifts off and I am left with, I did this today a couple of times, quite quickly everything burns off and I'm left with just a kind of weak, watery, essential oil smell of the notes that are in this. When I've done my sniff tests on my course, when I've got to the final stages of it, when everything's very dry, they all tend to have this very, like I said, watery, like a shadow of their former selves smell. And this is that. It's like a very weak orangey, not now, but very weak orangey, orange pith, kind of not very interesting dry down. So for now, sorry, thumbs down as I said. Anyway, I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. Click down here to subscribe and I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.